Have you ever found yourself caught in a cycle of temptation, promising yourself that just this once won't hurt, only to discover it spiraling out of control? It's a common struggle that can hold us captive, impacting our lives and the goals we cherish most. Inner Freedom invites you on a transformative journey to break free from these chains. Inside these pages, you'll uncover powerful insights and practical tools designed to help you recognize your triggers, cultivate inner strength, and embrace the freedom that comes from mastering your desires. Join me as we explore the path to true self-discipline and a more fulfilling life. Overcoming Temptation, Unmask the Secret of Restraint. Written and published by Inner Freedom. Chapter 1. Recognizing the Triggers of Temptation. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull toward something you know you shouldn't indulge in? Whether it's the calling of a sugary treat when you're on a diet, or the urge to scroll through social media instead of focusing on an important project, these temptations can feel overpowering. They are moments when a simple choice transforms into a formidable battle within yourself. You are not alone in this experience. Countless individuals grapple with temptations that disrupt their goals and self-discipline. The good news is that understanding these triggers is the first step toward reclaiming control. Many people find themselves struggling against impulsive decisions, often unaware of the underlying triggers that set these choices into motion. Life bombards us with distractions, pressures, and emotional cues that can easily sway us off our desired path. For instance, you might discover that stress drives you toward the comfort of junk food, or that anxiety leads you to procrastinate on meaningful tasks. It can feel discouraging when you repeatedly find yourself succumbing to these impulses and feeling out of touch with your true intentions. This pattern of temptation often leaves people feeling powerless and frustrated. Recognizing this cycle is essential because acknowledging the root of these urges is the first step to breaking free. So, what is the transformative solution to this challenge? The answer lies in developing a heightened sense of awareness regarding your triggers. By cultivating mindfulness, you will learn to identify the circumstances, emotions, and thoughts that lead to tempting behaviors. Start by reflecting on your daily life and the moments when you feel tempted. Is it during stressful periods, when you're bored? Understanding the when enables you to anticipate these situations, empowering you to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. For instance, keeping a journal can be an effective way to track not only the specific triggers you encounter, but also your responses to them. As you document these moments, patterns will emerge, offering you insights into how emotions and situations contribute to your decisions. Adopting this mindful perspective carries incredible benefits. Becoming more aware of your triggers allows you to create preemptive strategies, reclaiming your power in challenging moments. It transforms your mindset, helping you see temptation not as an insurmountable obstacle, but as a signal to pause and reflect. This pause is where growth occurs. Instead of diving headlong into temptation, you begin to recognize the choice you have to step back. Imagine approaching a tempting situation not with dread, but with curiosity, asking yourself, what is prompting this urge? As you cultivate this awareness, you'll develop the tools to pause, assess, and choose more wisely. You'll discover that each moment of temptation is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and build a deeper connection with your true self. Through this journey of recognition, the ability to resist begins to feel less like a struggle and more like an empowering skill. Ultimately, by understanding the triggers that lead to temptation, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. You will step confidently onto a path of self-discovery, where you can transform challenges into stepping stones towards achieving the goals that matter most to you. To implement awareness of your triggers effectively, begin by establishing a daily reflection practice. Spend just 5 minutes at the end of each day asking yourself poignant questions. What situations tempted me today? How did I respond? This practice not only helps pinpoint triggers, but also offers valuable insights into your thought processes. For instance, if you notice that you often reach for your phone when you feel bored, you can proactively seek alternatives, such as going for a walk or picking up a book. Documenting these moments in a journal is crucial. It holds up a mirror to your habits, making them less abstract and more tangible. Another impactful step is to create a personal trigger map. Visualize the situations, emotions, and environments that lead you to temptation. This could be as simple as drawing a chart that highlights your triggers and your typical responses. For example, if you've identified that social gatherings often trigger your cravings for unhealthy food, you can prepare by eating a light meal beforehand or bringing a healthy option to share. This exercise will not only reinforce your understanding of your behaviors, but also provide actionable strategies tailored to your unique circumstances. An additional technique to consider is practicing mindfulness in real time. When faced with a temptation, take a moment to breathe deeply and assess the urge. Ask yourself 3 questions. What am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? What do I really want to achieve? These self-inquiries can transform the moment from an impulsive reaction into a reflective decision-making process. With practice, this pause can become a powerful tool in silencing the voice of temptation, allowing you to respond with intention rather than impulse. Adopting these techniques will lead to a sense of empowerment as you gain clarity on your desires and choices. The benefits of applying these steps are profound. You'll find yourself becoming more in tune with your emotions and environment, leading to enhanced self-confidence and a healthier relationship with your habits. As you navigate your triggers with increased awareness, you will start to notice subtle changes in your decision-making. Instead of feeling overtaken by cravings, you'll develop a sense of mastery over your impulses. This sense of control will extend beyond just managing temptation. It can improve your overall emotional well-being, mindfulness, and even resilience in other areas of your life. As you embark on this journey, remember that growth is a process. Celebrate small victories, and do not be discouraged by setbacks. They are simply opportunities for learning and awakening deeper self-awareness. Try to implement one new strategy each week and reflect on your experience. Consider creating a support system where you can share your progress with friends or a community that encourages accountability and growth. As we conclude this chapter, be prepared to dive deeper into breaking the cycle of impulsive decisions in the next chapter. You'll uncover strategies to move beyond mere recognition of triggers to actively reshaping your behaviors toward lasting change. Until then, take a moment to acknowledge the commitment you've made to yourself and your growth journey. Remember, every small step brings you closer to the rewarding life you seek. Keep pursuing knowledge and accountability as we together uncover the secrets to lasting inner freedom. Chapter 2. Breaking the cycle of impulsive decisions. Have you ever found yourself caught in a whirlwind of regret after making a hasty decision? Perhaps you've impulsively bought something you didn't need, eaten a decadent dessert when you promised yourself you wouldn't, or said yes to an obligation that left you feeling overwhelmed. These moments can feel fleeting, but are often followed by lingering feelings of guilt and frustration. The cycle of impulsivity can create a spiral that feels impossible to escape. However, the truth is that with awareness and strategy, you can take charge of your decisions and create a more fulfilling life. Many people experience the dissatisfaction that comes from impulsive actions, often feeling as though they are not in control of their choices. The allure of instant gratification can be powerful. It can swiftly overshadow our long-term goals. Everyday life is riddled with temptations that nudge us toward impulsive decisions, such as colorful advertisements, social media notifications, and peer pressures. This behavior often leads us to neglect our values and intentions. The irony is that while these brief moments of indulgence can feel rewarding, they frequently result in long-lasting consequences that clash with our true desires. Recognizing this pattern is crucial because it allows us to confront the discomfort of immediate impulses and devise a plan for breaking free. The solution lies in adopting a practice of intentional decision-making. By slowing down the decision-making process, you can create a buffer between stimulus and response. Begin by establishing a simple rule. Before making any impulsive choice, pause for a moment. This might mean taking 3 deep breaths, counting to 10, or stepping away from the situation for a brief period. During this pause, ask yourself reflective questions. What is motivating this choice? How does it align with my long-term goals? What are the potential consequences? This practice not only provides you with a clearer perspective, but also introduces a refreshing space for rational thought in what can often feel like an emotional whirlwind. Imagine standing in front of a tempting dessert at a celebration. Instead of immediately indulging, you take a moment to breathe and reflect. You ask yourself if this one treat fits into your health goals. Through this pause, you might recognize that while it may be gratifying in the moment, it doesn't truly satisfy your long-term aspirations. This insight empowers you to choose a healthier option, reinforcing your commitment to yourself and your goals. As you incorporate this mindful approach into your life, you will begin to see the immense benefits of intentional decision-making. Over time, these pauses can lead to a stronger ability to resist temptation and an elevated sense of self-worth that comes from honoring your values. You will find that with each mindful decision, the grip of impulsivity begins to loosen, replaced by a sense of confidence and control. This shift in mindset catalyzes personal growth by fostering resilience and promoting a healthier relationship with your desires. As you embark on this transformative journey, remember that consistency is key. Engage in this practice each day, recognizing that each decision is an opportunity to build your personal mastery. Embrace the discomfort of uncertainty and allow it to guide you toward deeper self-understanding. Breaking the cycle of impulsive decisions is not merely about restraint. It's about empowering yourself to act in alignment with who you truly wish to be. In the following chapters, we will further explore the power of mindful choices and how they can serve as building blocks toward a more fulfilling life. Prepare to delve deeper into the journey of self-discovery and commitment as we equip you with even more strategies to expand your growth. To break the cycle of impulsive decisions, you can start by implementing a simple yet effective three-step process. First, establish a pause and reflect ritual. Whenever you feel the urge to make an impulsive decision, take a moment to step back. This could mean physically removing yourself from the situation, taking a deep breath, or setting a timer for a minute to allow your emotions to settle. For example, if you find yourself wanting to buy yet another pair of shoes while shopping, take a step away from the display and think about how these shoes fit into your current budget and personal style. This brief delay helps to weaken the rush of impulse and opens the door for more rational thought. Next, engage in positive self-talk. During your pause, use affirmations that align with your long-term goals and values. Transform negative thought patterns such as, "I deserve this," into empowering statements like, "I am committed to my health and financial goals." This internal dialogue can help reinforce your resolve and remind you of the bigger picture. Imagine having a moment where, instead of giving in to a sugary snack, you remind yourself that your health journey is more important to you. This practice not only strengthens your commitment, but also fosters a more positive self-image over time. The final step involves creating a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage your journey and understand your goals. Share your commitment to mindful decision-making with friends or family and ask them to help hold you accountable. For instance, if you're trying to resist overspending, consider a trusted friend who can shop with you, someone who knows you want to make better choices. This supportive presence can make a world of difference when temptations arise. As you foster these relationships, you create a network that thrives on shared goals and encouragement, which in turn enhances your commitment to breaking old habits. The benefits of applying these steps extend far beyond immediate relief from temptation. They cultivate a profound sense of empowerment and self-awareness. As you practice the process of pausing, reflecting, and engaging in positive self-talk, you develop greater resilience. Each time you resist an impulse, you reinforce your ability to act in accordance with your values, rather than fleeting desires. Over time, this leads to a greater sense of agency in your life, allowing you to navigate situations with confidence and clarity. You will begin to notice how these small changes emerge into larger transformations, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling existence. To kickstart this journey right away, I invite you to implement the pause and reflect ritual today. Choose one decision you face, big or small, and commit to using this strategy to enhance your awareness and decision-making. Document your experiences in a journal, noting your feelings before and after the decision. As you progress, reflect on the patterns that emerge and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. As we wrap up this chapter, prepare to journey into the next one, where we will explore the power of mindful choices. The ability to consciously and purposefully choose your actions based on an understanding of your values and goals. This next step will build upon what you've learned about breaking impulsive cycles, equipping you with tools to make decisions that align with the best version of yourself. Remember, this is a continuous process. Embrace it as a path to personal growth and empowerment. So, keep pushing forward, and remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for more insights on your path to transformation. Chapter 3. Understanding the Power of Mindful Choices. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the countless decisions you face each day? From minor choices like what to eat for breakfast to more significant ones regarding your career path, the pressure to make the right decision can be stifling. With so many options available, it's easy to tread into autopilot mode, making decisions based more on habit and emotion than conscious thought. This can lead to regret, confusion, and a sense of being disconnected from your true self. The reality is that embracing the power of mindful choices can transform your life by bringing clarity, intention, and fulfillment to your actions. Many individuals struggle with decision fatigue, often finding themselves drawn into cycles of indecision or impulsivity. This challenge is exacerbated by external pressures from peers, society, and even technology. Social media bombards us with endless lifestyle choices and opinions, leading to increased pressure to conform. As a result, we may find ourselves making choices based on fleeting desires, rather than our authentic values and aspirations. This disconnection can leave us feeling unsatisfied and lost on our journey, as though we are drifting through life rather than actively steering our course. Recognizing this pattern is essential. It signals the need for a shift in how we approach our choices. The transformation begins with the practice of mindfulness, which allows us to slow down and consciously engage in the decision-making process. Being mindful means being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. To start, imagine facing a choice such as whether to indulge in a late-night snack. Instead of automatically reaching for the popcorn, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself important questions. Is this snack a reflection of my hunger or an emotional response to my day? By embracing this practice, you create space to reflect on your true needs and intentions. The core idea behind this mindful approach is that it empowers you to align your decisions with your values. As you cultivate this practice, the noise of external influences will begin to quiet, allowing you to tune into your inner voice. For instance, consider a time when you felt pressured to take a social invitation that didn't truly resonate with you. By practicing mindfulness, you would be better equipped to assess your feelings and ultimately make the choice that serves your well-being, which might mean opting for a quiet evening at home instead. The benefits of adopting mindful choices are profound. When you approach decisions with intention, you develop a deeper understanding of your desires and needs. This level of awareness can lead to greater self-esteem and fulfillment as you realize you are actively participating in your own life. Mindfulness fosters resilience against distractions and temptations that can derail your goals. You become more adept at navigating life's complexities, transforming difficult decisions into opportunities for growth and insight. As you practice this skill, you will find clarity in choices that once felt overwhelming and gain confidence in your ability to shape your future. This chapter invites you to embrace the power of mindfulness in your decision-making process. As you learn to approach each choice from a place of intention, envision the positive shifts this can create within your life. In the next chapter, we will delve deeper into how building this awareness can enhance your inner strength, allowing you to face life's challenges with unwavering confidence. Together, let's embark on this journey of conscious living, unlocking the potential that mindful choices hold for you. To implement the practice of mindful choices in your life, start by incorporating a daily reflection routine. Dedicate a few minutes each day to consider the decisions you faced. Ask yourself which choices resonated with your values and which did not. For example, after your evening meal, you might reflect on whether you chose to indulge in dessert because you truly wanted it or out of habit. This reflection allows you to identify patterns and triggers that influence your decisions, creating a roadmap for future choices. Next, establish a decision-making framework that helps guide your choices. Create a list of your core values, such as health, family, and integrity, and use this as a reference point faced with a choice. For instance, if you are invited to an event that conflicts with your health goals, refer back to your values. Consider how attending the event aligns with your long-term aspirations. This framework empowers you to make decisions that align not just with your immediate desires, but with your overarching life goals. As you practice these techniques, be sure to engage in positive self-affirmation. When you successfully make a mindful choice, celebrate it, no matter how small. If you decide to go for a walk instead of watching television, acknowledge that success. Affirmations might sound like, "I am capable of making decisions that serve my well-being." This practice reinforces your commitment and builds confidence over time. The benefits of incorporating these steps into your life will be transformative. With a consistent reflection routine, you will begin to discern the deeper motivations behind your choices, enabling you to break free from harmful habits. This newfound clarity fosters a sense of control, enhancing your decision-making abilities and ultimately leading to greater satisfaction. When your choices reflect your true values, you experience a profound sense of alignment and fulfillment in your life. Moreover, the practice of mindful decision-making cultivates resilience. As you become more adept at aligning choices with values, you will approach challenges with calmness and confidence. Instead of succumbing to external pressures, you will stand firm in your convictions. Imagine how liberating it will feel to navigate social situations without the fear of losing control over your choices. You will actively shape your life, leading to lasting positive changes. To kickstart your journey towards mindful decision-making, I encourage you to select one scenario in your life this week where you typically react impulsively. Commit to practicing reflection and awareness in that moment. Document your experiences, highlighting any realizations that arise as you engage in this process. Acknowledge both your successes and any challenges you face, treating each as a stepping stone to growth. As we conclude this chapter, prepare to delve into the next section, where we will explore how building inner strength through awareness can solidify your capacity to make mindful choices. You'll discover strategies to enhance your resilience and confidence, preparing you for the challenges ahead. Embrace this journey of self-discovery as an opportunity for continuous growth and progress. Remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for insights and encouragement on your path to becoming your best self. Chapter 4. Building Inner Strength Through Awareness. Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by the chaos of your thoughts and emotions, as if you were caught in a storm with no way out? Inner strength is the ability to navigate those turbulent waters, helping you remain grounded when faced with life's challenges. It is not about being unyielding. Rather, it is about cultivating resilience and a deep understanding of oneself. By fostering this strength, you empower yourself to face temptation and adversity head-on, leading to profound personal growth and fulfillment. Many individuals grapple with self-doubt and uncertainty in their daily lives, often feeling like a ship adrift at sea. External pressures, social expectations, and internal fears can create a cacophony of noise that distracts from clear thinking. When confronted with challenges, it's easy to feel like you lack the strength to overcome them. You might find yourself reaching for quick comforts or giving in to temptations, rather than confronting the root of your struggles. This cycle can be debilitating, leaving you feeling trapped in a loop of regret and frustration. Recognizing these moments of weakness is critical. They signify the need to build inner strength through mindfulness and awareness. The transformative solution to building this strength lies in anchoring yourself in awareness. Developing a heightened sensitivity to your thoughts and feelings is essential in fostering resilience. Begin by dedicating time each day to practice mindfulness techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises. Create a sanctuary of calm for yourself, free from distractions. During this time, focus on observing your thoughts without judgment. Picture yourself sitting comfortably, allowing your mind to simply float without clinging to particular ideas or worries. This practice helps you develop a relationship with your thoughts that fosters separation. You learn to observe your mental state instead of allowing it to dictate your actions. As you cultivate this awareness, you'll find that it empowers you to recognize triggers that lead to impulsive decisions. For example, when you feel the urge to indulge in a snack while watching television, mindfulness allows you to pause and analyze that desire. By identifying the underlying cause, perhaps boredom or stress, you can choose a response that aligns with your goals rather than reacting mindlessly. This core idea encourages you to confront your emotions directly rather than allowing them to control you, fostering a sense of empowerment that starts to reshape your choices. The benefits of building inner strength through awareness extend into all facets of your life. As you practice mindfulness, you will cultivate greater emotional regulation, making it easier to navigate stressors without feeling overwhelmed. You will learn to respond to challenges with clarity and composure, viewing each setback as an opportunity for growth. Imagine standing at the threshold of temptation, fortified by your newfound inner strength, and making a conscious choice that reflects your true values instead of succumbing to momentary cravings. Over time, this practice fortifies your resilience, leading to a deep-seated confidence in your ability to confront life's hurdles. To begin your journey towards building inner strength, set aside a few moments each day for mindfulness practice. Start with 5 minutes of quiet reflection, concentrating on your breath and allowing thoughts to pass without attachment. Gradually increase your practice time as you feel comfortable, focusing on different emotions or situations that challenge you. As we look ahead to the next chapter, you will discover how to embrace delayed gratification for even greater personal growth. This skill will complement the inner strength you are developing, enabling you to transform your desires into meaningful pursuits. Together, let's explore how to harness patience and persistence as you continue on your journey to self-mastery. Remember, each step you take toward building awareness is a step toward unlocking your fullest potential. To effectively build inner strength through awareness, start by implementing daily mindfulness practices. Dedicate at least 10 minutes each day to sit in a quiet space where you can focus on your breath. As you inhale and exhale, allow yourself to become aware of your thoughts. If your mind begins to wander, gently guide it back to your breath without judgment. For example, if you find tensions from your day bubbling up, recognize those feelings and acknowledge them without allowing them to overwhelm you. This simple exercise cultivates your ability to observe your emotional landscape, fostering greater emotional intelligence. Next, integrate awareness into your everyday activities. Choose one routine task, like eating or walking, and practice mindfulness during that activity. As you eat, savor each bite and pay attention to the flavors and textures. Notice how your body feels in that moment, and be present. If engaging in these mindfulness moments feels challenging, remind yourself that you are building a new skill. An illustrative instance might be when you normally rush through lunch at your desk while multitasking. Instead, take your meal to a quiet spot, disconnect from distractions, and focus entirely on the experience of eating. By bringing awareness to these small moments, you reinforce your ability to stay present and grounded throughout your day. As you continue to practice mindfulness, embrace journaling as a powerful tool for reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to write down your thoughts. Reflect on your decisions, your emotional reactions, and any moments of clarity you experienced. For instance, after practicing mindfulness while eating, write about how that felt compared to previous hurried meals. Over time, you will begin to notice patterns in your thoughts and behaviors, which offers invaluable insights into your strengths and areas for growth. The benefits of cultivating inner strength through awareness are remarkable. As you commit to these practices, you'll find enhanced resilience. You'll begin to approach challenges with a clearer mindset, knowing that you have the tools to navigate through difficult feelings. This mindful awareness can prevent impulsive reactions, allowing you to respond with intention and grace. Imagine a scenario where you usually feel prompted to react defensively in a disagreement. With newfound clarity, you recognize that defense is a habitual response rather than a productive one, empowering you to choose a more constructive interaction. Over time, these shifts will profoundly transform how you view challenges, increasing your confidence and sense of self-efficacy. To begin applying these concepts, pick one of the mindfulness practices mentioned, whether it's focused breathing, mindful eating, or journaling, and commit to doing it every day for a week. Observe how this commitment impacts your overall well-being and decision-making. Allow this practice to evolve organically so that it becomes a meaningful part of your routine. As we transition to the next chapter, prepare to explore the concept of embracing delayed gratification. This powerful skill aligns beautifully with the inner strength you're building and will enable you to cultivate a greater sense of patience and satisfaction in your pursuits. By learning to delay immediate rewards, you will open the door to deeper fulfillment and personal growth. Keep in mind that every step you take on this journey is a building block for the future you wish to create. Remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom, where we will continue unraveling the keys to self-enlightenment and empowerment together. Chapter 5. Embracing Delayed Gratification for Growth. Have you ever found yourself yearning for immediate rewards, only to feel a twinge of regret shortly afterward? Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, eyeing a decadent piece of chocolate cake that promises instant pleasure. In that moment, the thought of indulging in the luscious sweetness feels irresistible, but often it's followed by guilt and regret. Delayed gratification, choosing to resist a smaller but immediate reward in favor of a more significant one later, can be a profound skill that not only enhances our ability to make wiser decisions, but also leads to richer, more fulfilling experiences in life. The challenge many people face is the temptation of instant rewards in our fast-paced world. Every day, we are bombarded with choices that prioritize immediate pleasure over long-term satisfaction. The allure of quick fixes can derail progress toward goals, whether they be health-related, financial, or personal. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeking immediate comfort, which leads to a cycle of fleeting happiness, followed by disappointment. This struggle can leave you feeling disheartened and disconnected from your deeper aspirations. Recognizing that this pattern is an obstacle to your growth is the first step toward change. The transformative solution lies in cultivating the ability to embrace delayed gratification. Start by reframing the way you view rewards and desires. Rather than seeing delayed gratification as a limitation, view it as an opportunity to enhance your discipline and resilience. When you find yourself drawn to immediate indulgence, take a moment to pause and consider the long-term benefits of resisting that urge. For instance, if you're tempted to splurge on an expensive outfit, remind yourself of the joy and satisfaction that comes from saving that money for a future vacation or investment. This perspective shift creates a powerful incentive to prioritize your future self. The core idea behind embracing delayed gratification is that it enriches your life with deeper rewards. Imagine a scenario where you choose to postpone your gratification for a fitness goal. Initially, skipping dessert and focusing on healthy meals may seem challenging, but over time, you'll likely notice improvements in your energy levels, self-esteem, and overall well-being. By resisting short-term temptations, you build habits that foster long-term health, transforming your life in remarkable ways. Adopting this perspective opens the door to numerous benefits. You will develop stronger self-discipline and emotional resilience, allowing you to tackle challenges head-on without succumbing to immediate impulses. The sense of accomplishment that follows each instance of resisting temptation builds your confidence, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and empowerment. Picture how rewarding it feels to reach your goal after months of dedication and patience. That sense of achievement is far more gratifying than the fleeting pleasure of immediate indulgence. To begin this journey, challenge yourself to identify one area in your life where you typically seek instant gratification. Make a commitment to practice delaying that urge, whether it involves choosing healthier foods, saving money, or investing time into a new skill. Notice how each choice to delay gratification aligns with your long-term objectives, and document your experiences in a journal. This practice not only reinforces your commitment to personal growth, but also highlights how your choices reflect your true values. As we transition to the next chapter, prepare to delve deeper into the concept of replacing short-term gains with long-term value. Together, we will explore how to further anchor your decisions in lasting significance, ensuring that the steps you take nourish your aspirations. Remember, every act of delayed gratification is a vital step toward achieving the fulfilling life you deserve. Engage with your journey, and feel free to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continual support and insights along the way. To effectively embrace delayed gratification in your life, start by setting clear and achievable long-term goals. Begin with identifying what truly matters to you, whether it's attaining financial stability, achieving a specific fitness milestone, or developing a new skill. Write these goals down, as this act of commitment reinforces your intentions. For instance, if your goal is to save for a vacation, outline the steps necessary to reach that target, such as creating a budget or reducing unnecessary expenses. By visualizing your aspirations, you establish a motivating framework that makes it easier to resist immediate temptations. Next, create a plan that includes strategies for delaying gratification when faced with temptations. One effective method is to implement the 10-minute rule. When you feel the urge to indulge, pause and give yourself 10 minutes to reconsider. Use this time to engage in a different activity. Go for a short walk, read a few pages of a book, or practice mindfulness. For example, if you find yourself reaching for a sugary snack while working, take a brief walk around your home or office. This not only distracts you, but also gives your mind the opportunity to reassess the need for that immediate pleasure. Often, you may find that the craving diminishes and you feel more empowered to stick to healthy choices. As you practice delaying gratification, remember to celebrate your victories, both big and small. Each time you resist a tempting choice, acknowledge your strength and commitment to your long-term goals. You might reward yourself with non-material treats, like enjoying a relaxing bath or taking time out for a favorite hobby. Imagine how fulfilling it will be to recognize and celebrate the progress you've made toward your goals. Recognizing these moments reinforces your ability to wait for rewards and creates a healthy feedback loop to motivate you further. The benefits of applying these strategies are profound. By actively choosing delayed gratification, you will experience a heightened sense of self-control and emotional resilience. You'll learn that the path to achieving meaningful desires often requires patience and persistence. Over time, you may notice increased fulfillment in your achievements, as you will no longer be chasing fleeting pleasures. Instead, you will cultivate a deeper appreciation for the hard work needed to reach your goals. Your ability to withstand immediate gratification can lead to unexpected rewards, turning your initial resistance into lasting satisfaction. To catalyze this growth, challenge yourself to identify one specific avenue where you typically seek instant gratification. Perhaps it's a habit of purchasing coffee daily instead of brewing at home, which could save you valuable money for your goals. Choose to implement your delaying techniques this week and document your experiences. Reflect at the end of the week on how this commitment has shaped your perspective and decision-making. As you prepare to move forward, the next chapter will explore the concept of replacing short-term gains with long-term value. You'll learn how to analyze the true worth of your choices and prioritize long-lasting fulfillment over temporary rewards. Remember that each step you take in this journey brings you closer to a life of intention, purpose, and satisfaction. Keep engaging with this process, and don't forget to subscribe to Inner Freedom for ongoing insights and encouragement as you navigate your path to personal growth. Chapter 6: Replacing Short-Term Gains with Long-Term Value. Have you ever found yourself choosing instant gratification only to wish you had waited for something more meaningful? Imagine standing in a store, an array of products vying for your attention, and you feel the irresistible pull of a trendy gadget or an outfit that promises immediate satisfaction. However, after your purchase, that fleeting happiness often fades, leaving you to face the emptiness that comes from seeking quick fixes instead of valuing long-term rewards. Understanding how to replace short-term gains with lasting value can not only enhance your decision-making skills, but can profoundly enrich your overall life experience. Many individuals struggle with the tension between immediate pleasures and their long-term aspirations. Daily temptations, such as social media distractions, impulse shopping, and unhealthy eating choices, can easily pull you off course. These choices often provide instant gratification at the expense of your goals, leading to feelings of disappointment and frustration. For example, you might decide to indulge in fast food for a quick meal, rather than preparing a nutritious option that supports your health goals. This common scenario highlights the challenge of making decisions that align with your deeper values, rather than merely satisfying a momentary desire. Acknowledging this struggle is essential, as it paves the way for meaningful change. The transformative solution involves developing a mindset focused on long-term value by actively evaluating the consequences of your choices. Start by cultivating a practice of reflection before making significant decisions. When faced with a tempting offer, pause and ask yourself, how will this decision impact my future? For instance, if you're considering a purchase to satisfy a craving for new clothes, think about how that money could contribute to a savings goal or investment in an experience you truly cherish. This approach shifts your perspective from immediate satisfaction to longer-lasting fulfillment, allowing you to prioritize what truly matters. At the heart of this strategy is the realization that long-term value often leads to more profound satisfaction. When you focus on making decisions that align with your long-term goals, you create a more cohesive life narrative. Picture yourself embarking on a journey toward a healthier lifestyle. As you replace quick food options with home-cooked meals and exercise, each healthy decision compounds over time, resulting in significant improvements in your well-being. This shift not only benefits physical health, but fosters a greater sense of self-worth and accomplishment. The potential benefits of adopting this new mindset are extensive. By continually prioritizing long-term over short-term rewards, you will see your resilience grow. Each decision made with foresight reinforces the belief that you are capable of pursuing your goals with intention. You may also develop a more profound sense of gratitude for what you achieve, realizing that the journey toward long-lasting rewards is as valuable as the achievements themselves. This perspective allows you to savor the process rather than just the outcome, enriching your experience of life. To initiate this transformation, take a moment to identify areas in your life where you often settle for short-term gains. Create a list of these temptations, and next to each one, jot down an alternative that aligns with your long-term values. Then, actively challenge yourself to choose the long-term option over the immediate one in a specific situation this week. Document your reflections on how each choice makes you feel, exploring the impact it further has on your emotions and sense of achievement. As we move forward, prepare to delve deeper into understanding how to detach from desires that weigh you down in the next chapter. You'll learn valuable techniques to release the hold that impulsive desires can have on your life. Together, we will continue to navigate the journey of self-mastery and fulfillment. Remember, each step you take toward prioritizing long-term value enhances your ability to create the life you genuinely seek. Engage deeply in this process and consider subscribing to Inner Freedom for continued support and inspiration on your path to personal growth. To effectively replace short-term gains with long-term value, start by identifying specific areas in your life where you often seek immediate satisfaction. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routines and decision-making patterns. For instance, consider how frequently you grab fast food on a busy day instead of preparing a nutritious meal at home. Write down these instances to increase your awareness of your choices. This simple act can reveal patterns that require change and set the stage for deeper transformation. Once you've pinpointed these areas, create deliberate strategies to encourage better decision-making. One effective method is setting up a reward system that emphasizes long-term benefits. For example, if you usually splurge on a new gadget that quickly loses its novelty, redirect that impulse towards saving for a more meaningful experience, such as a weekend retreat or a course that enriches your skills. By linking your decisions to valuable long-term goals, you reinforce the satisfaction derived from future rewards. Another actionable step involves applying the 20% rule. This concept suggests that you should allocate at least 20% of your time or resources to activities that cultivate future benefits. If you typically spend your evenings binge-watching television, consider shifting even a small portion of that time to more productive activities, such as exercising or reading. Imagine investing just 20% of your spare time each week into learning a new skill that aligns with your career aspirations. Over time, this small commitment can yield significant results, enhancing your sense of accomplishment and long-term value in your life. Practicing delayed gratification also requires developing patience and resilience. This often involves mindfulness techniques to help reframe your thoughts when you encounter tempting situations. When you feel the urge to indulge in a quick purchase, pause and acknowledge that desire without judgment. Use that moment to remind yourself of your long-term goals. For example, if you want to save for a home, visualize how each small sacrifice now contributes to that dream. This mental shift creates a stronger connection to your aspirations, making it easier to resist immediate impulses and reinforcing the value of your long-term commitment. The benefits of applying these strategies are transformative. As you cultivate the habit of prioritizing long-term value over short-term indulgence, you'll likely experience increased satisfaction and fulfillment in your choices. You'll gain a stronger sense of personal agency, empowerment, and confidence that comes from making well-considered decisions. Each victory reinforces your ability to choose wisely, fostering a resilient mindset that navigates life's challenges with grace. Picture how rewarding it will be to look back on your choices and feel proud that you resisted instant gratification in favor of goals that truly matter. To implement these suggestions, I encourage you to take action this week. Choose one area of your life where you typically seek instant gratification and apply the 20% rule. Dedicate a portion of your time or resources to activities that align with your long-term goals. Reflect on how this investment impacts your well-being and satisfaction. As you prepare to move forward, get ready to explore the next chapter, where we will focus on detaching from desires that weigh you down. Learning to let go of what no longer serves you will deepen your understanding of personal value and empowerment. Remember, every step you take toward prioritizing long-term fulfillment strengthens your journey toward a more meaningful life. Stay engaged in this process, and don't forget to subscribe to Inner Freedom for ongoing support and inspiration on your path to transformation. Chapter 7. Detaching from desires that weigh you down. Have you ever felt the weight of your desires dragging you down, as if you were carrying a backpack filled with stones? Picture this. You're moving through life. Each goal or aspiration adds another burden, making it harder to move forward. Whether it's an obsession with material possessions, a fixation on someone's approval, or a relentless pursuit of perfection, these desires can quickly become unwieldy, creating stress and dissatisfaction. Learning to detach from these burdensome desires is essential for freeing yourself to truly live and grow. Many people grapple with the feeling that their happiness is contingent on obtaining certain things or achieving specific milestones. We often equate success with tangible rewards, leading to an insatiable need for more. You might find yourself constantly seeking validation through likes on social media, obsessing over the latest trends, or dreaming of relationships that only drain your energy. This cycle of attachment breeds anxiety and disappointment as the fulfillment promised by these desires remains elusive. Recognizing this pattern is crucial. It signals that it may be time to lighten your load and reassess what truly matters. The transformative solution lies in practicing detachment. Detaching from desires doesn't mean abandoning your goals or aspirations. Rather, it involves cultivating a mindset that allows you to appreciate what you have while remaining open to life's possibilities. Start by identifying the specific desires that feel burdensome and evaluate their true significance in your life. For instance, if you're overly fixated on obtaining the latest phone model, consider how that desire affects your financial health and emotional well-being. Are you willing to sacrifice savings for fleeting satisfaction? This self-inquiry can help clarify which desires align with your core values and which are simply distractions. The core idea behind detachment is to foster a sense of inner peace that transcends the need for external validation or material gain. Imagine practicing mindfulness each day to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When feelings of desire arise, acknowledge them, but avoid automatically reacting to fulfill those cravings. Instead, practice deep breathing and visualize releasing those desires into the air, watching them float away. This approach allows you to create a healthy distance between yourself and the things you want, reducing their grip on your happiness. The benefits of adopting this perspective are profound. As you detach from burdensome desires, you'll find increased clarity regarding what truly matters in your life. The mental space created by this clarity allows for greater focus on your genuine passions and pursuits. Over time, you may realize that by letting go of superficial desires, you not only lighten your emotional load, but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the meaningful aspects of life. Picture waking up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, free from the weight of unnecessary expectations. You will discover a sense of freedom that empowers you to pursue authentic happiness. To kickstart your journey toward detaching from harmful desires, choose one aspect of your life that feels particularly heavy. Spend a week evaluating your feelings surrounding that desire. Reflect on how it affects your daily choices and well-being. Use journaling to document your insights, noting the moments where you might feel tempted to cling to that desire. Consider how life feels without that weight, focusing on the newfound freedom that comes with letting go. As we transition to the next chapter, prepare to explore how cultivating patience in the face of temptation can enhance your journey toward self-discovery. Developing patience is an essential part of the process, equipping you to navigate desires with grace. Each step you take toward detaching from burdensome cravings paves the way for richer experiences and deeper fulfillment. Stay engaged on this journey, and remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continuous support and inspiration as you work toward your best self. To effectively detach from desires that weigh you down, begin by implementing a daily practice of reflection. Dedicate some quiet time each evening to assess your thoughts and feelings about the desires that currently occupy your mind. Ask yourself which of these desires truly contribute to your happiness and well-being. For example, if you find yourself wanting to acquire the latest fashion trends, consider how that desire aligns with your personality and financial goals. By consciously evaluating your desires, you can create clarity about which ones are worth pursuing and which ones are merely distractions. Next, introduce the grateful acknowledgement technique into your daily routine. Each morning, take a moment to write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. These could be simple pleasures like a warm cup of coffee, a supportive friend, or the beauty of nature. By focusing on gratitude, you redirect your attention away from unfulfilled desires and cultivate a mindset grounded in appreciation. Over time, you will notice that this practice helps diminish feelings of want and need, replacing them with contentment for what you already have. Additionally, challenge yourself to practice the art of letting go through meditation. Find a quiet space to sit comfortably. Close your eyes and visualize each desire that feels burdensome. Picture these desires as balloons floating away into the sky. Imagine watching them rise until they disappear from sight. This visualization reinforces the concept that your worth is not tied to these external cravings. Each time you engage in this practice, you will grow less attached to desires, allowing yourself to experience more freedom and peace. The benefits of applying these strategies are significant. As you develop the discipline to reflect, express gratitude, and let go, you will notice an increased sense of self-awareness and emotional stability. The mental clarity gained from this practice leads to improved decision-making. You may find that crucial priorities come into sharper focus, allowing you to channel your energy into pursuits that bring you genuine joy and fulfillment. Consider how empowering it will feel to release the weight of societal expectations or superficial desires, allowing you to embrace your authentic self instead. To encourage immediate action, implement one of these techniques, starting today. Choose a moment when you feel a desire for something unnecessary. and challenge yourself to pause. Reflect on that craving and jot down a few feelings or thoughts about it. Ask yourself how that desire aligns with your core values and the life you wish to create. Take note of your findings and recognize the emotions behind the urge. As we prepare to move forward, the next chapter will focus on cultivating patience in the face of temptation. You'll gain tools to navigate desires with grace, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Embracing patience is a crucial part of your journey toward detachment, helping you create a life rich in meaning and satisfaction. Remember that each step you take toward this goal fosters lasting personal growth. Stay engaged on this path, and don't forget to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continued support and encouragement as you work toward your fullest potential. Chapter 8. Cultivating Patience in the Face of Temptation. Have you ever found yourself in a moment of intense temptation, feeling as if you were in a race against time, watching your willpower slip away? Imagine standing in front of a delicious dessert display, your senses heightened as the aroma lingers in the air. The urge to indulge feels overpowering, your mind racing with justifications. In our fast-paced world, the ability to navigate such moments with patience is crucial for maintaining control over our choices and fostering personal growth. Learning to cultivate patience can be a game changer, empowering you to withstand external pressures and internal cravings alike. Many individuals struggle with impatience, responding impulsively to immediate desires without considering the consequences. In times of stress or temptation, our minds often seek instant gratification as a source of comfort. This can manifest in various ways, whether it's binge-watching television instead of tackling a project, impulsively scrolling through social media, or giving in to unhealthy eating habits. These choices can contribute to a cycle of regret and dissatisfaction, making it difficult to stay aligned with our long-term goals. Recognizing this dynamic is essential. It opens the door for a more intentional approach to managing temptation. The transformative solution lies in developing a mindset rooted in patience. To begin, consider incorporating mindfulness techniques that encourage you to pause before reacting. When faced with a temptation, take a deep breath and create a moment of stillness. Allow yourself to observe the impulse without judgment. This practice can shift your focus from immediate gratification to thoughtful consideration. For instance, if you feel the urge to snack mindlessly while working, pause and take a moment to assess your feelings. Is it true hunger, or are you bored and looking for a distraction? This level of awareness fosters self-control and allows you to make choices that align with your values. Furthermore, it's beneficial to reframe your perspective on waiting. Rather than viewing it as a burden, embrace the idea that patience can strengthen your resolve. When you experience a moment of temptation, remind yourself that choosing not to indulge is an act of empowerment. Picture yourself overcoming the urge and savoring the satisfaction that comes from making a conscious choice. For example, if you're tempted to buy something extravagant that distracts you from your financial goals, envision how fulfilling it will be to save that money for a meaningful purpose instead. This shift in mindset not only builds patience, but also enhances your overall sense of agency. The core benefits of cultivating patience in the face of temptation are far-reaching. As you practice patience, you will experience increased emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater confidence. This resilience enables you to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, leading to improved decision-making. With each instance of resisting temptation, you reinforce your strength and commitment to your long-term goals. Picture the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing you can withstand immediate urges in favor of what truly matters to you. To initiate this journey toward greater patience, I encourage you to identify a specific situation where you frequently encounter temptation. Perhaps it's during late-night snacks or online shopping. The next time you feel that urge, practice the pause technique. Commit to a moment of reflection before acting. During this pause, ask yourself how giving in aligns with your deeper values. Document your experiences and feelings, analyzing how this exercise influences your choices. As we move forward, prepare to explore in the next chapter the art of strengthening emotional resilience against cravings. You'll learn effective strategies to bolster your ability to face challenges and temptations head-on. Remember that patience is a powerful skill that enhances your journey toward lasting fulfillment. Engage deeply in this process, and consider subscribing to Inner Freedom for ongoing support and inspiration as you continue your path of personal growth. To cultivate patience in the face of temptation, it's essential to adopt specific, actionable strategies that empower you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Start by establishing a pause and reflect ritual whenever you encounter a tempting situation. Dedicate a few moments to step back and breathe deeply. As you inhale and exhale, allow your mind to quiet and your thoughts to settle. For example, if you're in a store and feel the compulsion to buy an item you don't need, take a moment to breathe and assess your feelings. Ask yourself why you are drawn to that item and how it aligns with your long-term goals. This simple act of pausing can shift your perspective and give you the clarity needed to make a more intentional decision. Another effective strategy is to create an empowerment mantra. This is a positive phrase or mantra that you can repeat to yourself in moments of temptation. Tailor your mantra to reflect your personal goals and values. For instance, if you find yourself craving unhealthy snacks during the late hours, you might say to yourself, "I choose nourishing foods that support my health." Repeating this phrase helps reinforce your commitment to your long-term aspirations while reminding you of your strength. By consistently using your mantra, you cultivate a habit of patience that becomes second nature over time. In addition, practice visualization techniques to strengthen your patient mindset. Visualize moments of temptation as opportunities for growth. For example, if you're trying to resist the urge to scroll through social media when you should be working, imagine how satisfied you will feel when you complete your task without distractions. Picture the joy and fulfillment that comes from prioritizing your responsibilities. This exercise not only keeps your goals front and center, but also creates a mental framework that supports your patience. Applying these actions yields numerous benefits that enhance your overall quality of life. By regularly engaging in the pause and reflect ritual, you will develop greater self-awareness, making it easier to navigate temptations with confidence. Each time you choose patience over instant gratification, you reinforce your capability to make decisions aligned with your values. Imagine how empowering it will feel to look back on a day and realize you successfully resisted impulsive choices, leading to a sense of accomplishment and personal strength. To take immediate action on these concepts, identify one tempting situation you regularly face and commit to implementing the pause and reflect technique this week. Track your experiences in a journal, noting how this practice influences your decision-making. Reflect on the moments where you successfully applied your empowerment mantra and how you felt afterward. This process will help solidify the transformative power of patience in your life. As we transition into the next chapter, you'll be equipped to delve deeper into strengthening your emotional resilience against cravings. You'll discover effective tools for building a strong foundation that supports your ability to face challenges with unwavering strength. Each practice of patience you adopt paves the way for greater resilience and fulfillment in your life. Stay committed to your journey and remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continuous guidance and inspiration as you navigate the path of personal growth. Chapter 9: Strengthening Emotional Resilience Against Cravings. Have you ever found yourself in the grip of a craving that feels utterly overwhelming, as if your entire focus becomes centered on that one desire? Picture this. You're trying to stick to a healthy eating plan, yet a wave of longing hits you as you pass by the bakery, the scent of fresh pastries tugging at your resolve. It's a familiar battle many face, where fleeting cravings can quickly derail our intentions, leaving us feeling out of control and frustrated. However, strengthening your emotional resilience is the key to navigating these challenges and reclaiming your power over cravings. Many individuals struggle with the emotional weight of cravings that can arise during moments of stress, boredom, or anxiety. You might notice that after a long day at work, the temptation to indulge in comfort food becomes almost irresistible. This craving can lead to a pattern of emotional eating, where food becomes a coping mechanism rather than a source of nourishment. It's easy to fall into this cycle, and many feel helpless in the face of their cravings. Recognizing that this pattern exists is essential, as it paves the way for transformative change. The solution lies in developing emotional resilience, which equips you to handle your cravings constructively. Begin by practicing mindfulness techniques that allow you to observe your cravings without judgment. When a craving arises, take a moment to pause and acknowledge it. Instead of immediately responding, breathe deeply and ask yourself what emotions are driving that craving. For example, if you feel the urge to snack on chips while watching television, pause to reflect. Am I truly hungry, or am I seeking distraction or comfort? This practice cultivates self-awareness, enabling you to identify emotional triggers and differentiate between physical hunger and emotional needs. Another powerful strategy is to implement alternative coping mechanisms that divert your focus when cravings strike. Consider creating a toolbox of activities that you can engage in when faced with a temptation. This could include going for a walk, reading a favorite book, practicing a hobby, or even reaching out to a friend for support. For instance, if you typically crave sweets after a challenging day, try substituting that desire with a short workout or a relaxing meditation session. Engaging in these alternatives not only distracts you from cravings, but also promotes healthier, more satisfying habits that contribute to your overall well-being. The core idea behind strengthening your emotional resilience is that you reclaim your power by consciously choosing how to respond to cravings. As you develop this skill, you'll notice that cravings lose their intensity. Instead of feeling overpowered, you'll feel equipped to face them with confidence. Picture a scenario where cravings arise, but rather than succumbing, you calmly address your feelings with mindfulness. The sense of achievement that follows each choice you make in alignment with your values enhances your self-esteem, paving the way for personal growth. To kickstart this journey, set aside time this week to practice mindfulness whenever cravings arise. When you feel the urge for something indulgent, take a moment to breathe and reflect on the underlying emotions. Document your feelings in a journal and outline the alternative coping strategies you can employ. As we advance to the next chapter, you'll discover techniques to tackle cravings with even greater resilience and effectiveness. Each step toward emotional strength enhances your ability to navigate life's temptations while empowering you to create lasting change. Embrace this journey as an opportunity for growth, and remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for ongoing support and inspiration as you cultivate the skills needed for a fulfilling life. To deepen your emotional resilience against cravings, start by implementing a structured approach to recognize and manage your triggers. This begins with maintaining a craving journal. Each time you feel a craving, take a moment to write down the details: where you were, what you were feeling, and what you were thinking at that moment. For example, if you found yourself reaching for chocolate while feeling stressed at work, jot that down. This record will not only help you identify patterns in your cravings, but also create an opportunity for reflection. Over time, you may recognize that certain environments or emotions consistently lead to cravings, allowing you to develop strategies to address them proactively. Next, practice the 5-minute rule. When a craving strikes, give yourself a 5-minute window to decide how to respond. During these 5 minutes, engage in a healthy distraction. This could mean taking a short walk, drinking a glass of water, or doing a few stretches. For instance, if you're at home and feel the urge to binge-watch a series while snacking, use those 5 minutes to step outside for a quick walk to clear your mind. Often you'll find that the intensity of the craving diminishes just by allowing yourself the space to process it. In addition, focus on cultivating emotional awareness. Develop a mindful check-in practice by asking yourself simple questions about your feelings. Before reaching for that favorite snack or scrolling through social media, pause to assess your emotional state. Are you bored? Anxious? Overwhelmed? By identifying these feelings, you can better understand what drives your cravings and whether it's an emotional need rather than physical hunger. For instance, instead of grabbing comfort food after a bad day, acknowledge the stress and consider practicing a few minutes of meditation or journaling about the experience. This alternative response nurtures your emotional health while reducing reliance on external comforts. The benefits of incorporating these strategies into your life are multifaceted. By recognizing and articulating your emotional triggers, you develop a richer understanding of yourself, leading to improved emotional regulation. Each time you navigate a craving without giving in, you reinforce a sense of empowerment and strengthen your self-discipline. Imagine how fulfilling it will be to reflect on a day where you faced cravings with mindfulness and resolve, knowing you chose actions that aligned with your goals rather than reacting impulsively. To take immediate action, commit to maintaining your craving journal for at least a week. Throughout the week, implement the 5-minute rule each time a craving surfaces. Observe how these practices influence your cravings, your emotions, and your decision-making. By diligently tracking your responses, you'll uncover insights that will guide you toward healthier habits. As we move forward, prepare to explore the next chapter, where we will delve into mastering restraint to achieve lasting freedom. This upcoming section will equip you with powerful tools to further enhance your emotional resilience and refine your ability to resist temptation. Each step you take toward understanding and managing your cravings paves the way for a more empowered and fulfilling life. Stay engaged in this transformative process, and remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for ongoing support as you continue your journey toward personal growth and self-discovery. Chapter 10. Mastering Restraint to Achieve Lasting Freedom. Have you ever arrived at a point where the constant struggle against temptation feels exhausting and overwhelming? Imagine this. You're at a gathering, surrounded by delicious food and the company of friends, and suddenly you feel the familiar tug of desire pulling you in. You know that surrendering to temptation might derail your goals, yet the immediate gratification seems so appealing. The power of restraint is a vital skill that not only provides immediate control over your choices, but also leads to lasting freedom in the long run. Many people face challenges associated with restraint, often feeling outmatched by the constant barrage of temptations. Whether it's unhealthy foods, impulsive shopping, or distractions from important tasks, the lack of self-control can impact both personal and professional well-being. You might feel like every time you successfully resist one craving, another arises, making the process feel like an uphill battle. The reality of these struggles can lead to frustration, self-doubt, and ultimately, a lack of fulfillment. Acknowledging this struggle is the first step toward transformation. The path to mastering restraint begins with shifting your mindset. Instead of viewing restraint as a restrictive force, see it as an empowering choice that fosters your long-term goals. To facilitate this shift, you can adopt the practice of setting specific intentions before entering situations where cravings are likely to arise. For instance, if you know you will be attending a party, decide in advance how you want to navigate food choices. You might set an intention to savor just one treat, or to stick to healthier options throughout the event. By consciously committing to your goals beforehand, you create a mental framework that reinforces your resolve in the moment. Another effective strategy involves visualizing the outcomes of both restraint and indulgence. When facing a craving, take a moment to pause and imagine how each option will ultimately affect your well-being. Picture yourself indulging fully in a moment of weakness, perhaps the temporary pleasure of devouring sweets, followed by guilt and regret. Now, visualize the alternative. Practicing restraint leads to a sense of accomplishment and empowerment, where you feel proud of your choices and aligned with your goals. This visualization not only strengthens your resolve, but also fosters a deeper connection to your long-term aspirations. One of the core ideas behind mastering restraint is developing a proactive approach to temptation. Instead of waiting for weaknesses to arise, actively plan for success. This might mean preparing healthy snacks in advance, avoiding situations where you know you'll be tempted, or surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who respect your goals. For instance, if you're trying to cut back on shopping, you might avoid places or websites that tempt you, creating alternative activities that engage your time and attention. These small adjustments can transform your environment and make it much easier to stick to your intentions. The potential benefits of embracing this mindset are profound. As you begin to master restraint, you'll experience greater emotional well-being and increased confidence in your ability to make choices that align with your values. You will find yourself feeling liberated from the cycle of temptation and guilt, leading to a more fulfilling life. Picture waking up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, free from the burdens of impulsivity that once held you back. Over time, this newfound sense of control can transform your life more profoundly than you ever imagined. To initiate this transformation, I encourage you to identify one area of your life where you currently struggle with restraint, and set a clear intention to approach it differently this week. Document your experiences, reflections, and the outcomes of your new approach. As we conclude this chapter, get ready to dive deeper into the process of integrating these concepts in our ongoing journey of self-discovery and mastery. Remember to stay engaged in this transformative process, and don't forget to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continuous inspiration and support as you work toward achieving lasting freedom in every facet of your life. To effectively master restraint and create lasting change in your life, start by implementing a structured approach to your daily routines and environments. One simple yet powerful step is to set clear and specific goals for what you want to achieve. Instead of vague intentions like, "I want to eat healthier," create measurable and actionable goals, such as, "I will prepare 3 healthy meals at home each week." This clarity gives you a defined target to aim for, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. Next, identify potential triggers that may lead you to compromise your goals. For instance, if you tend to indulge in snacks while watching television, recognize that this habit is rooted in a specific environment. To counteract this, consider creating boundaries around such situations. You might choose to limit snacking to the kitchen only, or to keep healthy alternatives on hand. Imagine preparing a bowl of cut-up fruits or vegetables before sitting down to watch your favorite show. This proactive approach not only prepares you for temptation, but also reinforces your commitment to restraint. Another effective strategy is to practice mindful decision-making in real time. Whenever you find yourself facing a temptation, pause and take a moment to assess your feelings and thoughts. Ask yourself, does this choice align with my long-term goals, or is it a fleeting desire? For example, if you're at a cafe and feeling tempted to order a sugary pastry, take a deep breath and reflect on how that decision fits into your health aspirations. You might recall the satisfaction of enjoying a nutritious meal and how that feels compared to the temporary high of indulging in sweets. This mindfulness cultivates a stronger connection to your goals and deepens your ability to make choices that align with them. The core idea behind mastering restraint is that each successful choice reinforces your self-discipline and resilience. As you begin to say no to fleeting temptations, you will discover a burgeoning sense of empowerment. Visualization can also play a significant role in this process. Before entering situations where you anticipate cravings, mentally rehearse scenarios where you successfully resist temptation. Picture yourself confidently declining unhealthy options and feeling proud of your choices. When you visualize these positive outcomes, you prime your mind for success, boosting your chances of making healthier decisions. The benefits of adopting these practices are multifaceted. Eventually, you will experience an increase in self-esteem and self-efficacy, which fuels your motivation for future endeavors. You will find that mastery over restraint isn't just about denying yourself. It's about rediscovering the joy that comes from making intentional decisions. Picture how rewarding it will feel to look in the mirror each day, knowing you have honored your commitments and choices, as this leads to deeper satisfaction and fulfillment in your life. To initiate this transformative journey, I encourage you to select one goal related to restraint that you genuinely want to pursue. Write it down, then outline actionable steps you can take toward achieving it. For example, if your goal is to resist impulsive online shopping, you might decide to track your purchases in a journal or limit your browsing time on shopping sites. As we conclude this chapter, prepare to explore how to further integrate these concepts into your life as we transition into our next topic. You'll uncover strategies for enhancing your self-discipline and creating an empowered mindset that supports your journey. Each commitment you make to mastering restraint brings you closer to the life you envision. Remember to subscribe to Inner Freedom for continuous encouragement and resources as you pursue personal growth. In conclusion, overcoming temptation, Unmask the Secret of Restraint, has guided you through a transformative journey toward understanding and mastering your desires. From recognizing your cravings and breaking the cycle of impulsive decisions to cultivating patience and emotional resilience, each chapter has provided practical strategies aimed at fostering self-awareness and empowering personal growth. As you implement these concepts in your daily life, you will discover the profound freedom that comes from mastering restraint and aligning your choices with your true values. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this content. Your commitment to self-improvement is inspiring. If you found this journey valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insights and tools to support your path to inner freedom. Together, we can continue exploring ways to enhance our lives and achieve lasting fulfillment.